Nurse Amy from doomandbloom.net, and I'm here today to talk to you about a new product that we have in our store. It's called the Family Medical Bag, but my nickname for it is the kitchen sink, and you're going to see why. First of all, we've put it in this really awesome backpack that has MOLLE straps, so you can attach extra storage to the front if you'd like. It has a fantastic padding in the back with the shoulder straps and the waist clip to help disperse the weight. Now this only weighs 20 pounds, 8 ounces right now, and it is loaded to the gills. So let's open it up and see what we have. There are two main areas in this backpack. The front area is where we keep some immediate trauma supplies, including instruments. Now you notice that we have all metal bandage scissors. Now this is important because you do not want your equipment to break. It's really important that you can rely on what you have. You have nail scissors, you have some straight hemostats, we also include some curved. Now these can be used for suturing, which comes in handy because we do include sutures. You also have a pair of all metal tweezers. You have a thermometer. We include things for eye care. You have a 4-ounce eye wash, an eye cup, and 4 eye pads. Not the ones that you can use GPS on or check Google or your mail, but actually ones that you can use for an eye injury. Now we also, because this is the immediate area that you can get to soon, have wound care. So you have a 60 cc syringe, you have your hydrogen peroxide, you have your cat tourniquet in case you have severe bleeding. Now we upgraded the tourniquet that's in our Trauma Plus bag to this one. This is just a better quality tourniquet, and you should really get to know how to use it. It's one you can do all by yourself, and we do practice, Dr. Bones and I, at the house on how to use that ourselves if we have to. You have 3 tapes, actually you have 4. You have a duct tape, you have 2 adhesive tapes, and paper tape. Well, this is one of the favorite parts of the medical kit for me. This is raw unprocessed honey. Now I would go into exactly what you can use this for, but let's just suffice it to say it's great both externally and internally, and I promise to do a video just on honey for you. You have a CPR mask, you have burn gel. Now this has lidocaine in it, and you have a full 4 ounces of your burn gel for pain relief, which is really, really important when someone gets a burn. You also have your ammonia inhalants to help wake someone up if they passed out. You have your antiseptics. Now this is going to be important in your wound care. You have BZK, you have alcohol, and betadine. We also have over 100 Band-Aids, including 4 large Band-Aids. We have 2 types of ice packs. Now, most trauma kits only come with your disposable ice packs, but I thought it was important to have something that you could reuse over and over. Because if not, this is something that you're carrying out and you're gone for a long time before you get resupplied, the reusables are going to come in handy. Then you have your, it's called ABD pads. Now in my survival gauze video, I explained all about different kinds of gauze, so I'm not going to go into those very much. You do have 10 of the ABDs, which are 5 inches by 9 inches. You have a cervical collar, which is universal size. You have 4 triangular bandages. Again, check out that survival gauze video. This is your bleeding area. Besides having your cat tourniquet convenient, we also have your blood stoppers, which include a Celox and 2 cayenne pepper powders. We also have, there's the Celox, and we have your 6-inch Israeli bandage. Again, it's really important to have these things up front so you can get to them quickly. We have 4 solar blankets and 4 of the 4-inch ACE bandages. Again, if I take the time to explain every single use for all these items, We could go through this for hours, but we do have lots of educational videos teaching you guys how to use a lot of these products. And I think we're complete on that side. So let's go to the back, which is loaded with lots and lots of items. Okay, let's go to the medication area first. Boy, you have got lots of things here. You have ibuprofen, you have Tylenol, you have aspirin, you have Benadryl, you have a lip balm, you have a silver gel, which can also be used like the honey or triple antibiotic ointment, which you happen to have right here. We also have a Vaseline product for making non-stick gauze. We have laxative, decongestant, diarrhea medicine, throat and cough drops. You have antacids. You have a Gold Bond body powder. You have a sunscreen. You have hydrocortisone cream, muscle rub, and athlete's foot cream. So this section has just about everything that most medicine cabinets would have, except that we have it portable, and you could take it with you if you need to. In this section we have some of your wound closure materials. We have a stapler kit. We of course have a remover. We have your handy dandy 3-pack of super glue. We have 4 sutures that I was talking about before. We have 2 scalpels and 4 steri strips. Always use the least invasive method to close the wound. We also include in this pack, so you don't have to go searching for it, some extra betadine. Now these are more handier, really, than using wipes because they have a stick on them. So you can use that to swab the wound very easily. And we also have a real glass magnifier, I should say. Now, this is great working with the tweezer, so if you get a wound, you need to get in there and pick out some debris before you close it. That's why I put the glass magnifier in here, just to remind you to make sure that the wound is completely clean of all debris before you close it up. So that is your wound closure kit. You also have another antiseptic, which is one of my favorites, witch hazel. Great also for bug bites. We have a 36-inch SAM split. We also have a 6-oil essential kit. And what we have here is eucalyptus. We have geranium, lavender, peppermint, and rosemary and tea tree. And those are pretty good sizes for essential oils. They will last you a long, long time. Of course, everything is packed in waterproof bags. So if you happen to get rained on, it's not going to ruin everything. And there is a blood pressure cuff and stethoscope in there. We have over here a Dr. Scholl's padded moleskin, which you can use for blisters. In the back here, for setting up an area in case there's a little debris or you're out in the wilderness, we give you 6 Gauze Pads. We also give you a sterile towel, and we give you 4 pairs of sterile gloves. So if you have to do a procedure, you will not get the patient infected. Now, this is an extra kit that is in this pocket right here. And again, loaded with stuff. Before you don your gloves and take care of somebody, you need to make sure that you wash your hands. I gave a scrub brush so you can scrub your hands like the surgeons do, and also it works as a nail brush. Now, the soap behind it is called Fell's Naphtha soap. This is something that's really great for washing off poison oak, poison ivy, and poison sumac. And there's not a lot of things that will wash those off because it's a real sticky, oily residue. We also have 2 tinctures. One is called Pain Away. It is 1 ounce, and one's called Sleep Right. If you don't have access to prescriptions, these may be something that's really helpful for patients that are having trouble sleeping, or of course if they're in pain. We have 3 salves, and one of them is called the Hiker Camper. The other one is a Sport Salve, which has arnica. It's great for bruises. And this one is Cold and Cough, and that's used like a Vicks Vapor Rub, and it has a lot of eucalyptus, and some other really great essential oils are in these salves. And it's just a natural alternative to your medications. We have a dental kit. Now this is something that I've had so much fun putting together. We have, of course, Ambisol. We have your temporary dental filling, which has zinc oxide powder and clove oil. And I will do a video on showing you how to make the temporary dental fillings. We have 2 dental extractors. One is a 151 and one is a 150. And one's for upper and one's for lower. I also have a dental mirror. We have 10 packages of the cotton tip applicator. And basically what that's for is to mix your clove oil and your zinc oxide in your little pill cups and to be able to put together that temporary dental filling. We also have gum picks. You may have forgotten your toothbrush, but dental health is super, super important. And we have tongue depressors, and we have a all-metal dental scraper and pick. So that's the dental kit. Also in here, we have, again, some natural alternatives to medications. We have senna, which is a natural laxative. We have ginger, which is great for relaxing your stomach. We have echinacea, which includes elderberry, and that's great for building immunity. And we have chamomile, which is great for soothing and relaxing stress and anxiety. Now, what we have here are water purification tablets. There's 50 of those, and we have 2 of these great, fairly new Gatorade drinks, and they're really awesome for rehydration. So lots and lots of things in that little pack. And again, we won't make you watch me put this back together, but all of that is in here. Then we have our gauze section. We have 20 of the Telfa gauze. Now these are non-stick and are great for burns. We have something I call the brick. Now the brick is 200 12-ply non-sterile 4x4s. This is what you're going to grab when somebody is first bleeding or you need to clean up a wound. Again, watch the Survival Gauze video. We have N95s. Besides the N95s, we also have 10 surgical masks. Now, the N95s are great for the person who is taking care of the sick people because it's going to separate and filter out the viral droplets so that you don't get sick. And the surgical masks that we have, which are 10 of them, that is for your sick person so that they don't cough out and sneeze those droplets and get the healthy medic sick. Now, we also have 2 of the blood stoppers. Now, this is a gauze that has a 5x9 pad and also 2 Curlex attached to it. And included in this pack is also a lap pad, which is great for absorbing bleeding. We also have 160 different cotton, which include Q-tips and squares and cotton balls. We have 20 of the gauze pads. Now, these are what you're going to use. Remember, watch that Survival Gauze video, but this is what you're going to use to actually do the dressing for the wound care. In the back we have 12 Curlex. These are also called roller gauzes. Now these have multi-purposes. Please watch that Survival Gauze video so that you can learn all about gauze and when you use them and what situations. In the back we have 2 of the trauma dressings. Now, these are a great addition to a trauma kit because instead of using up your small 4x4s, if you have a larger wound, this is a 10 by 30 gauze that you can use to cover things to injuries like the thighs or to the abdominal area. So those are really... In addition to all that gauze that I just went over, I completely forgot to tell you guys, there are 40 nitrile gloves with a 2-ounce hand sanitizer and a styptic pencil included with the Israeli bandage so that you can help with minor bleeding. And again, this concludes our family medical bag. Well, I think I got through all the contents before my camera decided to shut off. So I just wanted to say again, this is our brand new family medical bag that I took at least a year to figure out exactly what I would want in a medical bag and produce it and finalize it for you. Now, also included in this bag are 9 laminated instruction cards so that you can remember and read how to use all the contents in this bag. Again, this was Nurse Amy from doomandbloom.net. Join us on our website and on our podcast or at Twitter at Prepper Show, and our Facebook is DR Bones and Nurse Amy. Again, this is Nurse Amy. Thanks so much, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.